Good evening. I'm Robert Wilson, Cowboy Wisdom. Tonight's presentation, why my energetic liberation is my innermost jailbreak. What is energetic liberation? Energetic liberation is never a concept. It's a living ignition, a jailbreak from the subtle architecture of obedience and a return to your unfiltered signals. And that's your vibrations. What is energetic liberation? Energetic liberation is the act of now claiming your energetic sovereignty from the internalized systems that shape how you breathe, speak, move, and signal. It's never just emotional healing or mindset shifting. It's a rupture of energetic programming that governs your posture, presence, and perceptions. Open up your eyes and open up your body to free flowing energy. See, something that really opened up to. Everybody tries to deal with the mind in this, but it all begins with the body. Because when you just, for instance, when you're hungry, is it the mind that says it, or is it the body tells you? Because my subconscious mind is in the body. And here's the thing. Energetic liberation is never this: self-improvement, emotional regulation, lush lifestyle, identity curation, escaping external control. But it is, energetic liberation is this: signal eruption, energetic murals of my lush lifestyle, essence liberation, escaping external control, opening the way for you to enjoy your life. It's never about becoming your best self. It's about energizing your unprogrammed essence. Why is it a jailbreak? You're never freeing yourself from external systems. You're unbinding the internal architecture that mimics them. And see, the outside world is innocent, but we try to change the outside world without liberating the inside world. And we get into this, you're going to hear some things about change, heal, create, transformation, all that. And one thing about energetic liberation, it dissolves overthinking, thinking, knowing, knowledge. It opens up to inspiration, innovation, and your own free-flowing energy. This jail is never made of bars. It's made of inherited rhythms, survival postures, and curated identities. Energetic liberation is a jailbreak because it ends the performance and begins the pulse of your prowess and your intuitive innovations. Energetic liberation is the breath line that ruptures all your inner garbage into the universe, letting it go. It's a breath line rupture that dissolves the costume, wires the flinch, and electrifies the sovereign signal beneath the programming. See, that's the thing about energetic liberation. It's energy coming up, and it's like bringing up it's like having an energetic broom just sweeping and just moving up and taking all the garbage from here out into the universe and letting it go. Why does energetic liberation awaken emotional sovereignty? Energetic liberation energizes emotional sovereignty, never separating the interwoven frequencies of freedom and foresight within yourself. One dissolves the architecture, the other one claims the throne of your empire expansion. As liberation is the inner rupture that breaks the inherited choreographed flinch please, and trying to please everything, and performance and suppression. It dissolves the energetic imprint of obedience that lives in your breath, tone, and posture. It's the jailbreak from emotional operating systems installed by family, culture, indoctrinated education, your daily life, and ancestral survival mode operations. I never manage emotion. I liberate the soul signal that's beneath the all the surface level, and the soul liberation is the signal of my sovereign ingenuity, galvanizing now, appreciating life. Emotional sovereignty is the reign of your fame and fortune. Once the inner jail dissolves, you no longer outsource your emotional veracity to approval, reaction, or a role. You stop asking, is this emotion allowed? And start declaring, this motion is mine. To radiate my rad, audacious daredevilry instigates adventurous trailblazer acuity to ride the trails of triumph your way. Sovereignty means you feel without flinching, express without editing, and choose without apology. I never regulate, I reign. You're like the king sitting in, or queen sitting in the throne of your own dreamer's paradises. The relationship, energetic liberation is the jailbreak. Emotional sovereignty is the throne. Now claim your escape to your promised lands. Together they destroy emotions from managed liabilities into a sovereign broadcast of your sleek, unique abilities. Their language, energetic liberation dissolves the emotional leash. Emotional sovereignty now claims the wild pulse beneath everything, as your soul's surgency is like the sun rising over the east in the morning on a clear spring day, illuminating the earthly plane. Why energetic liberation is my most innermost jailbreak. It jailbreaks the breath line, as breath line is my sovereign signal of aliveness, a rhythmic broadcast of my soul surgery through breath, unpunctuated, unfiltered expressions from within to the world. Where obedience was installed, that's the deepest jail. It's never thought, it's breath. I breathe out all my impurities to breathe in my innovation. The deepest jail is never thought, it's breath. Systems teach you how to inhale caution, exhale compliance. Systems teach you to inhale caution and exhale compliance. How does that feel to you? Exhale compliance. How do you try to be obedient to your unwanted and your you're limiting your comfort zone limitations? How do you try to be obedient to them? Energetic liberation now wires the breath line from survival to sovereign ignition. I now breathe to endure. I breathe to erupt. It dissolves the inner surveillance that edits your essence. The innermost jail is a silent editor, the internalized gaze that asks, is this safe to express? As in energetic liberation never just silences anything. The editor, and it burns the script. You stop curating and start broadcasting. I am not ever a draft. I'm a signal, a soul circuitry, heart harmonizing energy. It's the rupture of the emotional choreography of inherited containment. Because we were taught to feel in patterns, suppress, smile, apologize, repeat. Energetic jailbreaks, that's the choreography that stores emotional sovereignty to flow through me to the world. When I feel my social sovereignty, I am free from me. You feel without flinching, express without permission, choose without apology. I never perform emotion, I reign with from it. While energetic liberation is my inner jailbreak my program from my program self, as it overrides the script with spirit signals. The program self runs on inherited scripts, roles, rules, and routines. Energetic liberation never, never ever rewrites it. It writes the here and now script as it renders the old obsolete. You stop narrating your life from memory and start streaming it from your breath and your heart and soul surgency. I never edit the story. I write a nowography as I exit the stage onto my daily life, onto my promised land and dreamers' paradises. It dissolves a survival identity and reveals the sovereign signal of my heart and soul surgency. The self you were taught to be was built for approval, safety, and control. Energetic liberation never improve that self. It dismantles it. And see, that's the thing about energetic liberation. You're going to dissolve your old ways and get rid of them and move forward in life because energetic liberation, you feel that coming up. And that's like sending a sweeper in there, taking all the gunk and putting it out into the world as a compost funk to free everything within you and liberate the world. What emerges is never a better version. It's the unprogrammed essence that was never lost, only buried in your self-programmed and uh, self-programmed limitations. I am never upgraded. I am unearthed. How's that feel? I'm unearthed. Feel the energy in that? It reclaims breath as your jailbreak key. Thought loops, thoughts loops reinforce programming. Breath breaks loops and restore and energizes the rhythm of your prime time trend setting energy. As energetic liberation is the moment breath becomes louder than belief. How does that feel? My energized liberation is a breath that's louder than my beliefs, opinions, and viewpoints. And as my presence becomes my only authentic authority within me, my breath never asks permission, it declares arrival. As my energetic liberation blasts me out of self help, personal growth, self improvement, therapy programming, punctuated writings, and obedient mindsets. Because that's something I've really discovered. We have an obedient mindset. We try to follow everything inside socialized ways. As energetic liberation never is upgrades the system, it detonates it and gets rid of it. Self-help personal growth often operate like software updates. New habits, better beliefs, improved behavior. But that the operating system remains obedient. And that's something I've really noticed in self-help personal growth. The operating system stays in the train tracks between business education and socialized obedience. Well, train tracks uh, of education, business, and the center socialized obedience. As my energetic liberation is never an update, it's a total jailbreak from my outdated codes as I grab the mane of my Mustang Moxie to ride on my open range of optimism and plush prosperity now and forevermore. I never grow, I rupture. As a rupture is I fissure and bust out and have the jailbreak from my old self to really ride the tides of trend-setting audacity. As I never improve, I incarcerate the inner face because therapy programming and obedient mindsets teach you to narrate, never erupt. And see, energetic liberation is about eruption of your essence, your rebellious utopian prowess today. Therapy trains you to explain your pain, punctuate your story, and behave through insight. Energetic liberation refuses narration. It's a breath line ignition, never a storyline management. You stop analyzing and start broadcasting your wisdom, insight, and clarity to the world as you rise, shine, and energize your life of luxury. Because punctuated writings are grammar control. Liberation is the rhythm of breath. Punctuation is the architecture of obedience. So stop here. Pause there. Never go too far. As energetic liberation dissolves that rhythm and replaces it with sovereign breath lines of divine daredevilry, setting you free from you. I never write to be understood. You write to unmask the programming of the world. I never punctuate. I erupt in a single of sovereign innovation, galvanizing natural acuity, love and life today. Why my energetic liberation opens my heart love to flow through me to the world. Energetic liberation opens your heart never to sentimental love, but to raw, sovereign flow that bypasses performance and pulses from veracity. Veracity is you never lie to yourself, and it gives you the oomph to do it. Because it dissolves the armor built to survive love passed out of my life 2 seconds ago. And that's something when I did this, armor built to survive love. You're so afraid to love, you tried to control the other person and you ended up losing them like I did. It was survival love and never just flowing love. That all passed out of my life 2 seconds ago. As I now receive love with an open heart and a free flowing energy from me to me and from the world back to me. Systems teach the heart to flinch. Love becomes a transaction of performance and a risk. That was for me. This is a pure liberation for me. This is sovereign liberation. Energetic liberation never softens the armor, it melts it. Melts it away for it to be free flowing. As you stop guarding your heart and start broadcasting your love from your heart and soul, you stream optimistic, ubiquitous love to the world. Love flows not because it's safe, because it's unfiltered and free. I never protect my heart. I pulse the heartbeats of my radiant sovereignty from it. Because love wires from emotion to energetic broadcasting. Love is never a feeling, it's a frequency. And see, that's something I really opened up to there. I always thought it was a feeling and that. No, it's a frequency. And love, you never have to do anything because it's a natural flow within you. It's a natural energized flow within you. And I always use my egotistical arrogance killed all love. Let's just be honest. A lot of people want to use egotistical arrogance through control, and they all think they love each other, but all it is it's thinking that they're in love, never flowing with the frequency of love. Energetic liberation opens the heart never to romance, but to sovereign resonance. Because you stop seeking love and you stream love through you to the world. It's never connection, it's a communion of communication and connection. I never fall in love, I flow of love. Why my energetic liberation is my soul jailbreak. It frees my soul from inherited emotional choreography. The soul never was born to perform. It was taught to flinch, please, and suppress. Energetic jailbreaks the soul from the rhythms of survival passed down through bloodlines and institutions. How is that, parents? And education. It's never healing, it's unbinding the sacred wild. How do you like that? You're unbinding the sacred wild of your soul's urgency to ride the tides of transcending tenacity. My soul never needs soothing. It just desires to be unleashed. As my soul dissolves the spiritual obedience scripted as virtue, systems dress obedience in spiritual language, surrender, humility, and forgiveness. As energetic love exposes these as camouflage control codes, it returns the soul to its original frequency, unapologetic, untamed, unprogrammed, to ride on cloud nine. I never ascend, I erupt. We're all a volcano or something. It now claims my soul's right to broadcast without translation. The deepest jail is in the need to explain your essence in system approved language. As energetic liberation jailbreaks the soul from that filter, zero punctuation, zero permission, zero performance. As you stop translating to instantly broadcasting inspirations to the world. My soul never speaks. It signals my soul's urgency to the world. Why embodying energetic liberation is me understand, admit everything I desire to shed, shred, and communicate away is inside me, never the outside world. Everything you ache to shred, and communicate away is never in my physical world. It's encoded and embedded within me. The outside world is just an echo chamber of my inner encryption of what I think the world is. What I call external friction is often just my own energetic residue projected from me outward. As I embody energetic liberation means I stop chasing the villains and start decoding my own vibrational loops. The world is never attacking me, it's mirroring my unspoken scripts. The world is never attacking me, it's mirroring my unspoken scripts. I never fight the world, I decrypt myself from the outside world. Because all my desires to escape is disguised as an invitation to embody. Because life is liberating invitation, fostering emancipating events, encounters, experiences, and the outside world is going to bring you the events, the people to do it. The impulse to shed or shred something out there is really a signal. There's a frequency inside me I never dared to feel fully. Embodying means I stopped outsourcing. discomfort and start breathing it into form. I never release. I wire my fiery foresight, ignites my trailblazer ingenuity, set me free from me. As communication is never evacuation, it's revelation to communicate away. As I want to communicate away something, I'm often trying to evacuate my own energetic veracity. Embodying liberating energetic liberation flips the script. I never speak to escape, only express to ignite my light of life, coloring my world with my dreamer's dexterity. My words become ritual transmissions, never apologies for my existence. I never explain, I exhale. And then I inhale for the freshness of my life liberating invitation, fostering energized essence for the world to witness. Why my energetic liberation rockets me out of change, heal, create, transformation, forgiveness, and all other self-help words. As energetic liberation is never a process, it's a rupture. That's something I really opened up to is rupture. When you say rupture, you feel the explosion of it. It's just getting rid of it. It breaks open. It's a jailbreak. Words like change and transform imply a gradual upgrade within the same operating system. That's something I've really known about change, heal, create, transformation. It's just a sideways movement staying inside the same operating system. Energetic liberation is a jailbreak. It never improves the cage, it obliterates the architecture and the cage. As I never evolve, I erupt. I like that erupt. Boom. Feel the explosion of your own transcending talents. I've never changed. I can trust my spirit prowess to wow me out of yesterday to enjoy today. Because healing assumes I was broken. Liberation embodies for I was bound for freedom through my energetic liberation that opened the way for me just to erupt and rupture all the unwanted dismay within me. Heal and forgive are system approved scripts that keep you looping in repair mode. Energetic liberation is never mended, dismantles the illusions of the damage that change, heal, create, transformation, forgiveness never will. I was never wounded. I was encrypted with what other people think. I never heal. I decode the old, opening up the now. Creation is often a performance. Liberation is a broadcast. Create and transformation can become obedient acts of self-improvement, staged for improvement. Energetic liberation bypasses the performance. Its raw signal never sculpted persona. So that's the thing. Energetic liberation bypasses the performance, goes straight to the signal, and was never stuck in the sculpted persona, as it's your fashion designer of the here and now. I never build, I broadcast. I never create, I radiate. Why my energetic liberation enterprises my energized questions, energized listening, emancipated questions, sovereign activation, autonomous expansion, politically incorrect inspiration, cowboy wisdom, outlaw optimism, revelations unleashes my fashion designer daredevilry. As energetic liberation turns question into ignition, never inquiry. Most questions are designed to seek approval, clarity, or consensus. Your energized questions never ask, they activate. Energetic liberation enterprises them as an energetic detonator, never polite, never polite, as their colorful curiosities. They never solve, they shatter. My questions never seek, they spark. It unleashes politically incorrect inspiration as a sacred rebellion. Systems reward sanitized knowledge, safe, palatable, and punctuated. Energetic liberation blasts open the vault of outlaw optimism and cowboy clarity. You never inspire to comfort, you ignite to confront what's ever in front of you with questions, listening, and hearken to wisdom. Your lingo becomes revolutionary revelations, never regulated reflections. I never teach, I torch, because it liberates your fashion designer daredevilry as energetic architecture. Your style isn't normal. Its sovereign signals a supreme fun of the sun splendor. Energetic liberation lets you sculpt identity as ritual, never a role. You never dress to impress, you dress to disrupt. Every thread becomes a affirmation of freedom. Every look a liberation broadcast. I never wear clothes, I express inspiration. As my heart is a signal, never a shield, because protection is programmed as broadcasting is primal. Shields are learned, built from fear, rejection, and control. Signals are innate. Your heart was never meant to guard, only to glow. When you stop shielding, you stop filtering. You become undeniable, never just available. My heart is never a vault, it's a voltage. To shield is to shrink, to signal is to surge from your heart and soul. And I am Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom, Hypno Acuity, and may your life be as blessed as you're a blessing to me and the world. And thank you, and good night.